Good day to you, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the 11th of July to the 17th of July. My apologies, last week's reading just bombed out. We've been having terrible issues with load shedding in our areas, so it has affected me in terms of my uploads and the recording and So I do apologize for those of you that have been messaging and have been asking about your readings. Okay, so this is for your Sun, your Moon, your Venus, and your Rising, Leo. And as per normal, this is a general reading, so we'll see where this reading takes us to. So the first card that came up here, Leo, is the Angel of Strength, and we had this card in reverse. So this says to me that a lot of you are actually giving your power away. You're allowing other people to dictate how things should be done and how you should be and how you should actually be. And in giving your power away, you are actually not doing yourself any service. As we look at this, the cards that have come out, we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the King of Swords, which is about really you balancing this masculine energy. So this is neither male nor female, but balancing your masculine and feminine energy. And this has got nothing to do with being male or female, but just our energies. Underneath Angel of Strength, you've got the Queen of Swords, you've got the Chariot in reverse, and the Four of Cups. So you are needing to be very strong with the things that you have to do. You are needing to be very strong with the choices that you have to make. And we find that you have to be very decisive and actually relate to your situations in the here and now. Not getting caught up in what could be, should be, or what has happened. It's really about you focusing on your present situation. Some of you could very well be facing a bit of oppression and restrictions with this Chariot energy. This is also Cancer energy, so you could have a Cancer person in your space, but not necessarily, or Cancer could be part of your chart. But this is really about you having to realize that other people could just be not sensitive to what you are going through right now and to your basic needs. You know, there could be a bit of selfishness in a relationship or a business partnership. You could also have a situation where people are not respecting your boundaries. They're not respecting what you are having to say about things. Because, I mean, look, on the surface of things, everything seems to be very okay for you. But you are feeling dissatisfied. You are feeling very unhappy. Some of you could be feeling a little bored with your life right now. And you need to be very careful of feeling bored with where you are. Because if you're going to start feeling bored, you are going to actually start to create unnecessary problems for yourself. And we see that with the thinking woman. You've got the thinking woman in reverse. So this is a very interesting card. Because this could either be yourself, Leo, or you could be looking at somebody who is around you who's not being very straightforward, somebody with a feminine energy who's not giving you good advice. You got to be careful of where you're getting your advice from. You got to be careful of yourself as well. Are you thinking correctly? Are you being fair in the way you are seeing situations and you are handling situations? Now, sometimes we may think that we are being fair with the way we are doing things, but we are not necessarily being fair. You know, it's very easy to get caught up with ourselves and think that, you know what, we know what's best. But when we take a step back, we may realize that we are being very distorted in our thinking. You know, and you see that with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups in reverse is saying to you, you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, you've got the Empress, and you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is saying to me that you are most probably very dissatisfied with many things in your life right now. Some of you could very well be taking a lot of things for granted, could be taking your life for granted. Some of you could also be living in a sense of false security. You know, you created this false security around yourself and you're putting that out there, and you yourself was believing the situations that you are creating in your head. We see with this Empress energy, it's a beautiful card. This is a beautiful card. This is a card of you really blossoming and growing, love, happiness, you know, new beginnings, new things coming towards you, new messages, blooming, you know, feeling in your element and wanting to make the best of that. But we see that some of you could be going through some issues. Some of you could be having issues when it comes to expanding the family. We see some of you could be having issues with your children, or some of you could just be struggling to make things work for yourself in a family situation, in a relationship situation, even in a work situation, that even though you have this content card of prosperity and awareness of self, and knowing that you have this power to do things, is this discontentment that things are not really working out the way you would like it to work out. Some of you could be feeling very depressed with your situations, with your life right now, and you need to be very mindful of that. Why are you feeling depressed? What is it? Are you trying to control situations? Is that the right way for you to be? We see that you have the financial constraints in reverse. This is a lovely card to have in reverse. Trust me, we all want to see that card in reverse and not upright. And that says that, your financial situation is improving. There's you having this opportunity to earn more money, promises of money coming through, financial deals working out for you, things just looking so much better. However, underneath financial constraints, you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, and you've got the King of Swords. What does that have to say to us, Leo? Some of you could, even though you're having this financial situation turning around for you, some of you could be living under false pretenses at the moment. You could be having this false hope about things, about yourself. Could be this promise of this financial situation could really, you have to be very honest with yourself. Is it going to make things better for you? Is it going to improve things for you? Or is it just going to make things worse for you? Some of you could have just been deluding yourself about your situation and your circumstance. Some of you could be having to deal with people that are incompetent. Some people, you could be dealing with people that are spiteful. This promise of financial change could actually, people could not be keeping their word about things, and you need to be very mindful of this. Are you dealing with a whole lot of dishonest people in your space, people that are not telling you the truth, people that are not doing honest things? You need to use this King of Swords energy, and you need to actually be very upright and very straightforward about things. You need to look at things clearly. You could have an air energy person that you're dealing with. This is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. So you could be dealing with this. This person may have made promises to you that they're not keeping with you. So you need to be very mindful of that. And you know what, even though this financial upswing is there, there could be some collective doom that you need to be aware of, Leo. So I'm going to pull a few more cards for you, Leo. This is for the 11th to the 17th of July. You've got the High Priestess energy that just popped up here. Let's pull a few more. See what Spirit has to say for you. You've got the High Priestess. You have got the Three of Cups, Four of Cups. On the Four of Cups, one is reversed and one is upright. Let me show you that. Reversed and upright. You've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You've got the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy, Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Cups in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So what's going on here, Leo? A lot of you could be finding, if you have a strong masculine energy, you could be finding yourself attracted to a very strong air sign. Some of you could be finding that, you're wanting to be in this love situation. Some of you could have recently been part of celebrations, or in some kind of a celebration where there was others involved. It could have been a birth, a wedding, some kind of something that, you were part of. But we do see this despondency, this lack of happiness or lack of gratitude. You've got the Ace of Cups twice in this reading. Six of Pentacles, the Tower, Three of Cups, again, twice in this reading. Ace of Wands, Four of Swords. You have got Six of Wands, Nine of Swords, and Queen of Pentacles. So, the cards always tell us a story about what is going on. We see that some of you could be looking towards a new love situation, something new that is happening for you. Some of you could be, like I said, looking towards an air energy person that you're wanting to be involved with and have this new beginning with. Some of you could have had a wedding or a function or some kind of social gathering which was very beneficial for you. Some of you may have had to be more generous at this function, or you found that people were very generous towards you, and it was, or you could have been making a lot of promises, or there was just a lot of exchange of energy and also finances within the situation. We see that with this despondency that you're feeling, that you're going through right now, it's almost as though you want to be happy, but you're confused. There's this confusion coming through. And it's really your Tower moment. You've got this Tower card that has popped up here. It's about you finding out some truths about yourself. You need to be honest with yourself about what it is that you are going through, not what it is that you think other people want you to say, what you think other people want to hear from you. It's very important that you keep your truth, Leo, that you don't fall into this trap of saying what you think is the right thing to say and not being honest with yourself. You need to realize that you must be very kind to yourself. You can't be excessive about anything. You need to take care of your health. You need to be mindful of becoming depressed or getting upset about things, swinging from one emotional high to the next. You need to be very mindful of that. We see with this Taurus energy, definitely some of you you've got this Taurus energy, the Hierophant with the Three of Cups. So we see some of you going to functions where there could be a wedding. Some of you could be facing a wedding. There could be some kind of a new commitment. Some of you could also be dealing with, it could be a new job situation, something that you like, a new commitment. But this is more towards relationship that I see coming through here. Not necessarily career, but there's definitely some kind of a commitment that some of you are going into, a commitment that brings about a very happy, stable, exciting situation for some of you. We do have your central card, the Hermit card, in reverse. And this is where you need to be very sure of yourself and not create unnecessary problems and not become resentful to new ideas and to changes that are coming your way. It's very easy to want to be stuck in your way, to be stuck in the old way and say this is the way it is and this is the way it should be. But that's not going to serve you very good, because this is a time of change, of new ideas that are coming towards you. And you need to be open towards that, open towards the new ideas that are coming towards you. So, Leo, a lot is happening for you. New beginnings. We see new career opportunities. But this new career opportunities is literally not allowing you the comfort and the rest that you thought it would give you. Not allowing you the peace that you thought it would give you. So some of you are feeling a bit defensive in this new financial opportunity that's coming your way. So just be very mindful of what is going on around you. Keep your eyes opened and try not to be so stubborn about things, Leo. We also see here that we have a situation. Some of you are feeling like you don't want to walk away from things that are not good for you, but you need to be very, very mindful. Don't discard meaningful help from others. Don't be put yourself in a situation where you are getting caught up by illusion. You need to be very mature about what you are doing. And some of you could find yourself in a situation where maybe a relationship is coming to an end. Or some of you could be walking away from one relationship and walking towards another relationship. Some of you could be just literally behaving like a monkey, swinging from one tree to the next. So be mindful of what you are doing, Leo. It's very mindful. This reading is coming across as there's a lot of rash decisions that you are making. You are not thinking before you are leaping. You are not thinking about the consequences of your choices. You are just doing things without thinking. We see with this Three of Wands and Nine of Swords energy, Three of Wands being in reverse, that there could be some issues, some misunderstandings that are happening for you, things that you thought are supposed to work out. There could be some communication problems. There could be misunderstandings. So you need to just be very calm right now. This is literally causing you a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress, a lot of trauma right now. You're worrying, you don't know what it is to do. And you need to just be a bit calm. You really need to calm yourself down, because there's no use stressing yourself out like this. This is not going to get you where you need to be. So it's easy to get all caught up with things. It's easy to get think this is the way it is and just push and want your own agenda. But now is not the time for that. Some of you with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and Queen of Pentacles are really looking at a situation where some of you could have actually made some bad choices, and you need to realize that you need to let your ego go. You need to be a little bit more responsible. Some of you could be avoiding some truth. Some of you could be not wanting to take responsibility. Some of you could be feeling quite entitled about things, and you need to be very calm about this. You need to be very calm about what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're hoping to achieve, what it is that you're saying. You can't get caught up in how you think things should be, but rather the reality of what is happening. So try not to misguide yourself, Leo, as you're going through this situation. I'm going to draw some cards from the Sacred Traveler now, Leo, and see what is the message for you from the Sacred Traveler. So I hope you guys have been enjoying this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, share the videos. This is more about empowerment messages that you are getting here from me to help you make better choices in your life, Leo. I hope this has assisted you in some way. Okay, let's see what Sacred Traveler has to say to you. See. And the cards that literally flopped over was Journey by the Moonlight, Believe in Magic, First Light, Beginning a New Cycle, Mystic Healer, Healing Energy Flows Through You. So this is like a very important time for you, to actually realize that you need to make some positive choices for yourself. You need to also look at understanding and realizing that there's a lot of positive energy for you. There's a lot of this love in them and this magic in the universe, even though you don't see it, and some of you may say, oh, I don't believe in that kind of nonsense. But it's actually very true. You need to trust your instincts. You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust Spirit has a message for you. You need to trust that there are good things for you. And you need to just allow your ego to settle down a bit. This beautiful card, First Light, Beginning a New Cycle. It's time for you to let go of the old ways. It's time for you to start again, to wipe the slate clean. It's time to release these familiar old situations and way of doing things like you have in the past, because that doesn't suit you. You've done it and it hasn't brought you where you needed to be. So maybe if you it's like that saying, if you keep doing the same old thing, you can't expect something new. So Leo, be aware of that. You need to do something new. Healing energy flows through you. So you need to realize that you need to heal not just your outer self, but also your inner self. Heal your situations and your relationships. Heal things that have broken down, and have faith that good things are happening, and try and transform that inner grievances and issues that you may have. Some of you may be carrying grudges, maybe carrying wayward thinking. Somebody did something to you years ago or slighted you in some way, and you are still holding on to that. So learn to let that go and to move forward. I'm going to draw a message for you now from the Starseed Oracle. Let's see what Starseed has to say to you, Leo. Leo, message for Starseed for the 11th to the 17th of July, 2022. Let's see, what is the message for you, Leo? Okay, Leo, what is your message? Your message is the golden children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Once again, it comes down to that. You need to be very mindful of healing your inner child, of being kind to yourself, of being tender to yourself. And remember, each of us have our own talents and our own gifts, and you need to bring your talents and your gifts to the table. Show what you have to offer the universe, what you have to offer those around you. Don't just hold yourself back and say, you know what, maybe Nobody's going to like what I have to show them. What you need to do is that some of you may just be called to, to step up your game, be more nurturing, more loving. Some of you could have younger people around you that you need to be a symbol for, of guidance. Treat yourself with love. Treat other people with love. Some of you could be facing some oppositions in life, and you need to usher in a new energy for yourself, and you need to nurture yourself. You need to allow yourself the chance to grow, to become a better person. And you need to also have this innocence. Look at life through the eyes of a child with that innocence and that love and that trust. So you need to trust not just yourself, but trust people around you, trust the environment. And you will know, even children know, if somebody's energy is wrong. So trust it when you pick up the vibration that this is not a good space for me, this is not a good environment, this is not a good person for me. Pick up on that and connect with those that have that good energy. So Leo, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. Until next time, please take care and goodbye.